Yeah, well, we were talking about the Las Vegas Raiders and who they could go after. So too was ESPN's Dan Orlovsky on NFL Live. And when he was talking about who the Raiders could and should go after, he was thinking that it could be somebody not named Russell Wilson. Quote, I think the first call that I would make would be Matthew Stafford and the Los Angeles Rams to figure out what Stafford's plans are. Is he going to play? Is he going to retire? Do they want him back? Honestly, if I were the Giants, if I were the Steelers, if I were a lot of teams, that would be my number one call. Try and see kind of what the plan is for Matthew Stafford. How crazy is the idea of the Steelers not retaining one of the two guys that they had, but as Dan Orlovsky opines about, going after former Super Bowl champion Matthew Stafford?
Look, I'll say this. Matthew Stafford is head and shoulders the best option at quarterback the Pittsburgh Steelers could have. He's the only guy of any of the options that in 2025 actually gives you a shot to win a Super Bowl. That both of those things are true. He's also going to come with a massive price tag, plus a contract, plus you don't even know if he wants to still play football. He's mid to late 30s. Like, I don't know if it works out. I know that he is the best quarterback of all the options. He's a potential future Hall of Famer who still plays like a potential future Hall of Famer of the three that are still available. That makes a lot of sense. Do I think there's any chance the Pittsburgh Steelers call the LA Rams and have a serious conversation about him? No, I don't think that there's any chance in hell the Steelers pick up the phone and say, we're really thinking about Russ and Justin, cheap one-year deals. We're going to figure this out long-term eventually. But is Matt available? Can we talk to Matthew, please? Remember when you were over here in the cold? It sucked, didn't it? Yeah, you should come back. You should come back. No, I don't think that happens. I don't think it's the worst idea, but sometimes when you say things like that, you should acknowledge that it's not really a possibility. The Jets and the Giants or whoever else was on that list make a lot of sense. The Steelers, not happening, pal.
Yeah, at 36 years old. I mean, father time comes for everybody. It's just a matter of when. Yeah, Aaron Rodgers has gotten to 40 and we've seen what happened to him. Russell Wilson, we might have seen father time catch him this year.
Yes.
Right. And lead into 5 straight weeks of losing. Matthew Stafford has avoided it up to this point, but when is that going to come? And if it comes, do you really want to be on the hook for, what is it, $51 million this year and then $53 million next year? No, you don't want to do that. Not to mention the fact that the Steelers, as of this moment, who knows what happens in the draft? Who knows what happens in free agency? This could be a different conversation in June. But as of this moment, they don't have the offense for Matthew Stafford. They don't have Puka Nacua and Cooper Kupp. They don't have one of those guys. I would put Pickens below both of them, even at his best. So,
yeah,
no shade to Pickens. I think Nacua, I think highly of Nacua and Kupp.
Yes.
The Steelers don't have the offense for it. They certainly don't want to be holding the bag if and when Matthew Stafford meets father time and falls off that cliff.
Yeah. Plus, on top of that, George is not a Matthew Stafford receiver. I mean, I get it, Calvin or Johnson, but I don't know, man. Like Megatron is one of his own.
There's one Megatron.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like it's hard to compare those two together in any sense of the word. It's just not going to happen. Plus, the Steelers have $52 million in cap space, so you'd have to already start there, which would be a rough time.